Finance news, we're talking about DraftKings stock. They've just announced they were dropping like 140 jobs. And then they reported some good earnings, better than expected, stronger than expected revenue, and raised its outlook for 2023. They stated that DraftKings was the number one most downloaded sportsbook app in the U.S. on Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know if it's cap, but I know it's good news, y'all. So let's talk about the bad news first. Obviously, the stock trading's kind of sideways, but still at a somewhat of a green look. Still going up, and that's what I love to see as a shareholder. We'll check out the BAMS SEC files in a second. But yes, they did announce last week. I keep saying I've been wanting to share a lot of these information that I've been doing this week. I've been trying to share it last week. Super busy, so I'm sorry, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in with the Twitter. I'm going to try to be a little bit more active on Twitter with the direct news and the clips and stuff like that. So the Twitter's right above the dome ski. So DraftKings cuts 140 jobs as part of reorganization. Obviously, we're in kind of like a weird trench in our economy right now. I would say a recession, but many people would say it can't be called that until the Biden administration says it. Well, that's cool. You guys keep waiting for that boat to show up. So yes, that's about 140 jobs, about 3.5% of its workforce. I guess it's to handle the shakiness coming. So right in time, because they then reported some better, stronger than expected revenue. And that's always what you want with a stock like this. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big sports bettor, but I do, in the kind of shorter term life of these sports betting companies, I want to invest in them because I think that there's a lot of hype and a lot of people right now are just throwing money, and these sports betting companies are throwing money back at the people. Like, it's some of the stuff I'm hearing out there is nuts, but it kind of entices people to bet, right? It's like you can put up $20 to win 60, or $15 to win 30. And then if you deposit a certain amount of money, they'll give you a certain amount of money. So it's like you obviously see what all the celebrities are being tasked to promote these sports betting platforms. I mean, look at Drake talking about sports betting. You got DJ Academics on the sports betting. I mean, the list goes on. Y'all can drop more of these famous people in the comment section below. So there's a lot of hype here. There's a lot of money in the air. And I just want to take advantage of it. And I feel like, you have to speak about these opportunities that we see. So y'all let me know if there's any other opportunities I should be knowing about in the comment section below. But yes, let's see. The stock closed 15% higher at $20.54, giving it a market value of $8.3 billion. The most downloaded sportsbook app in the U.S. on Super Bowl Sunday. Man, this is good. I mean, I think also Massachusetts was announced that they are now allowing sports betting, which is great. That's the home team for DraftKings, so I hope they're taking full advantage of that. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more deets on that. I'm just like, this is great. Let's see. DraftKings said its revenue of $855 million is an increase of 81% compared to the $473 million it took during the same period. Holy crap. What? They went from $473 million to $855 million? Holy. What? There's a lot of people that was down talking DraftKings. I don't know if this is inflated. I don't know how they got these numbers to work. I'm very pleased with how we concluded 2022. I would be too, big dog. I would be too. Shout out to the DraftKings CEO, Jason Robbins. We'll continue top line growth and a strong focus on expense management. Yes, because y'all spend a lot of money on marketing. So they're raising their fiscal year 2023 revenue guidance, which is good, but now they got to live up to that expectation. Okay, so the company said that its updated guidance equates to a year-over-year growth of 27 to 36%. That's very modest. I like I wasn't sure how much the increase was going to make them look, but this is fairly modest, 20 to 30%. Hopefully they can knock it out the park. I mean, I feel like they should have came down a little bit more, maybe like 15 to 25%. That way they can knock it out the park and hit again. But I do understand that they have to be realistic in some of these projections so that, you know, they can keep certain shareholders. I'm just a little piece of this big pond. So let's double check here. DraftKings, see what they got here. If they got any, they ain't even on BMSEC. What's the ticker? What's the ticker, my friend? I should know the ticker as a shareholder, right? It's probably something I should know. I don't see DraftKings stock. What's the ticker? Oh, DKNG. Oh, who would have known that? DKNG. It's hard remembering all these 4-digit letter words here. Okay, so obviously we see look at that. They put the 855 million right up at the front. Quarter revenue, 855 million. That's the only one. That's how you know they're like, hey, make sure that 855 million's in the title, please. Yes, thank you. Put it in the title. They dropped the 10K file. I mean, these. If you don't know anything, ooh, ownership is changing. If you don't know anything about just the paperwork and the stuff that they're doing, look up the title of these forms. Form 10CQD 10K. Look up what those mean so that you're aware. I can't tell you everything, y'all. So what we got here, I always just like to specifically look, are we selling or are we buying? That's what I'm looking for. If we're buying or if we're not selling, I usually don't care. So A stands for acquiring. That means there's some acquiring going on. This is probably how much acquiring is going on. All right, the amount. Here's the amount right here. This is what we're acquiring. So this isn't bad news. This is good news. Probably some type of a worker, executive of some sort. I'm sure if I looked up, Sloan Harry also picked up. We got a couple people picked up some shares. Let's make sure everybody's acquiring. Yes, everybody's acquiring. Good. Everybody decided to acquire on the day that we go up 40% in revenue. That's great. That is great. Listen, I'm excited for DraftKings. I wasn't, too sure about the sports industry. Obviously, the summer's coming up, but then the baseball's coming up, so that's good. So it's an all year round type of thing. And this is, like I said, there's short-term opportunity here. I don't think this is a 10-year hold for me, but I could see it being like a 5. I could see it being a 5-year hold. So I'm excited for the future of DraftKings stock. I mean, like I said, it's been performing decent. It's like sideways positive trading. And I'm scared of ranges, but when you got numbers being reported like this, how can you be scared? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about DraftKings stocks in the comment section below. Shout out to all my future millionaires watching this right now. If you're interested in joining the Discord chat, shoot me a DM above on my Twitter and Instagram. I'll get you the details to join. I can't even speak right now. I'm so excited about this DraftKings because I was going to focus on talking about the job losses, the 3% of the job losses, but who can talk about that when you have 40% revenue growth year over year? Sheesh. I'm signing out.